Who was the first president of the United States?
George Adams.
Who?
George Adams. George Adam.
George Adam?
We're cooked, y'all. We're cooked. Welcome back to If You Laugh, You're Conservative.
If you are still a Republican, even through everything that has been going on the past few months with Trump's presidency, I am genuinely concerned for you.
This just in, a recent study has proven that 100% of me doesn't give a fuck.
What is the weirdest thing about conservatives?
Everything?
Says Bozo the Clown.
How am I supposed to pick one thing? I don't know. They're just in everybody's business when they don't need to be.
Y'all, does he have a swing on the back of his monster truck? God bless America.
We saw this person and they were bald. They had on a dress and high heels. My buddy turns to me and he goes, "Do you think that's a woman with cancer or a man in a dress?" I was like, "I don't know, but either way, I'm sure the parents are heartbroken, you know?"
That was dark.
Time to harvest this big boy. Let's see. Aw, I thought he was going to be longer.
I had $1 for every time I heard that. I wouldn't have to.
The weirdest thing about conservatives?
Their obsession with human genitalia.
Weirdest thing about liberals is their obsession with telling us what they do with their genitalia.
Because why does it matter what my genitals look like?
Why does it matter where you stick your genitals? Yet you have to put it on a flag and have a parade about it.
I'm not interested in having sex with people.
It's so cute when men say first date is on me. Like everything is on you until the day you die, silly. Gentlemen, run, don't walk from women like these. Jasmine Crockett's still big mad she wasn't briefed on the Iran bombing.
So obviously it's been bombs, missiles, all kinds of stuff. And to be clear, I've still not gotten any type of briefing. So just so y'all know, nobody's tried to call us in for a top secret briefing.
Honey, you're on the House Committee on Agriculture. The only way you get briefed on covert military operations is if they involve a cornfield in Iowa.
But please don't interrupt me during my time.
With pleasure.
Okay, I know I'm a woman, but please try to limit yourself to answering my questions. No, I'm sorry, but we get talked over all the time, and I don't want that to happen at this hearing.
You could hear from that crowd booing that identity politics don't work anymore. He asked me on a date to IHOP and expects me to split the $27 bill.
No, I'm upset because you asked me on a date and you're asking me to split the bill with you. It's a respect thing.
I just don't know you that well.
Okay, I don't know you that well, so that's completely fair, but I still agreed to go on a date with you to IHOP, and you're asking me to split the bill, and I don't think that's, respectful.
I know a lot of people say the person that asks should pay. The reality is women don't ask men out on dates very often.
Yep.
But men would still be stuck with the bill.
Bro stood his ground.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. For anyone saying Monster Jam is just for running over cars and going off big jumps, this is some precision driving. This is a horrible idea. What is it? Oh no. Flying billboards. No. Got some Fifth Element type shit up in here.
But did you vote for Obama and Biden? I did, yeah.
I could tell from the outfit, bud.
How do you feel about their deportations, being they actually deported more people than Donald Trump?
That's a good question because I really wasn't paying attention at that point.
You voted for them, but you weren't really paying attention at that point.
I can't really say.
Many of you have asked me what the best way to tell your parents that you are Etherean is.
Oh, so you're talking to people's children online?
What do you tell them?
And there's a question that I think a lot of you should ask first, and that is, should you tell them?
Okay, so step one, encourage children to approach their parents from a position of distrust.
Fortunately, a lot of you guys do have parents who don't like Therians and don't like furries and won't accept you. So what do? You don't tell them.
Step two, encourage children to keep secrets from their parents.
Most folks are raised to believe that family is everything, that even if your parents are awful to you, it does not matter because they are still your parents, but that's just not true. Being your parent does not suddenly give them permission to be mean to you, to disrespect you, or to invalidate your identity, no matter how weird it may seem to them.
It is not a parent's job to simply validate every little thing that their child says. In fact, that is piss poor parenting. A parent not validating that their child is a turtle is not them being mean or disrespectful. The parent is being truthful.
Yeah, I wanted to be a Power Ranger the day after Halloween and wear it to school. My parents didn't let me.
They are protecting, they are course correcting for what is in the best interest of their child.
This is Becky Weiss if you want to go check her out. Hey, Becky, get in contact with me. We got to get you a microphone. She's always in this echoing room. Hell yeah. Minor modifications.
I'm asking people what changed. 95% reduction in illegal crossings at the border.
He's lefty. We gotta go.
It's okay.
Trump. But that's not your story.
Can I show you the numbers on my phone? Thank you.
I do not know what changed. I don't know if I believe the data or not. There's a lot of fake data being thrown around. Before I know the source, I can't tell you what changed.
Would you like me to show you on Customs and Border Protection's website the data?
I don't know if I believe that as well.
On Border Patrol's website.
I don't know if that's credible.
They're scared because Trump's the president.
Based grandma. Woo!
So they don't want to come over because they know they're going to get deported and they're going to get found. If they came over illegally, we're going to find him and we're going to get him out. He's the only one. We've had the safest border we have ever had in the history of the United States is right now, and that's because of Trump. So thank God we have Trump as a president.
During his first go-round, it was very difficult, and I got myself into some bad places, you know.
Rosie O'Donnell shows why Trump derangement syndrome should be classified as a mental illness.
I was very, very depressed. I was overeating. I was over-drinking. I was so depressed, Chris. I can't, it hurt my heart that America believed the lies about him, and then it broke my heart to be in a business that creates and sells those lies for profit.
Imagine blaming your alcoholism and depression on a man being voted president.
Do you believe you can have XY chromosomes and be a woman?
Oh, yes, definitely. It is the essence. Be whoever you feel. Yeah. It doesn't matter, anything. Just be who you are.
I'm a wealthy unicorn badger corn on the cob man.
And how far does that stretch? Could I identify as being black?
If that's how you feel, then that's how you feel.
All right.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's who you are, how you feel, and everything.
And my pronouns are YN.
Woo! Yes or no?
Look it up.
You versus the guy she told you not to worry about.
1. Can he save me? 2, 3.
Damn. See, what happened was he forgot to put it in 4-wheel drive again. Are y'all ready for the remix?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs like I'd never seen before. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when they say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. The biggest load that we've seen. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You understand that? You understand that?
All right, y'all ready for this? In Atlanta, 4 suspects have been arrested and 2 remain at large for burning pride flags. Atlanta police are considering it hate crime charges. Can y'all round up every single lefty that's been burning an American flag?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if anything happened to the red areas, Trump would be really, really sad. He would be sad as fuck. He would actually be really sad. But if anything happened to the blue areas, he would be really happy. He would be the happiest man. But do we want him to be happy? I don't know who needs to hear this.
Wow, bro, you're so edgy, asking for a terrorist attack on the place you're living. if women catcalled like men do.
Oh, hi, nice foreskin. I want to play that like a bass guitar and strum it with my teeth. Ah.
You could eat a sandwich through a chain link fence, lady.
Back here, let's make some sweet, sweet music.
Or man, I don't even know at this point. Left-wing activists flood the Capitol in protest of Trump's big, beautiful bill. Can you say insurrection?
That scene playing out moments ago, demonstrators protesting the big, beautiful bill being arrested on Capitol Hill. The video shows protesters being removed by U.S. Capitol Police. Police have cleared the protesters out of the Capitol building, but we'll keep an eye on this just in case anything else shakes out.
Well, and we're both public librarians, and so our job is sort of to not censor the people from anything.
So you said you're a public librarian.
Yeah.
If you get a Donald Trump book, what do you do with it?
So it's like a junior one, and it'll say like, who is our current president? And it'll be Donald Trump. And so I'll just gently face it the other way.
Oh my gosh, you're not supposed to do that.
I know.
Lock her up.
I know. I'm admitting.
Okay, I don't want to lose my job. We want all books to be out.
Is that censorship?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she's censoring it.
It is. I am putting my agenda on the library. It's true.
They wear it like a badge of honor, y'all. Punch a Nazi. Hide a Donald Trump library book. We're fighting the good fight.
Pretty bad weather out there. Come on, pups. Come on, get in the house. Let's go. Come on. It's getting rough out there. Get in here. Come on. Let's go.
Hurry. Everybody in here. Get puppies.
Come on, Jericho. Get in the house. Come on. What the heck?
Everybody.
Okay, I guess you can come too. Where's the dogs at?
Man, New York City is cooked. Zohran Mamdani just won the Democratic primary race. These were your top two contenders.
Cuomo Mamdani.
We've got the Muslim self-proclaimed socialist and Cuomo, where 8 women were like saying that he touched them inappropriately. Wow. In case you're wondering who this Zohran guy is, what he posted in 2020, end cash bail. So that means no matter how violent the crime is, the person's going to be put back on the streets. Decriminalize sex work. Permit safe injection sites. Decriminalize simple drug possession. Repeal all mandatory minimum sentences. End cooperation with ICE. He also wants government-controlled grocery stores. Just when you thought Democrats couldn't get any more stupid.
New York City is officially cooked.
You do not need to look like this, bro. What are you, fighting the Coliseum on the weekends? You're already rich and famous. You don't have to be jacked, too. Save some for the rest of us. It's where my demons hide. Yeah, what are your demons? Your shirt? This song, Radioactive, let me guess, it's about your shirt once again. I'm trying to say, put on a shirt, bro.
Every country before the U.S. bombed Iran.
I just think the United States is powerful.
Here we go. Okay, look, I'll give it to them. They're tough.
Yeah. Right.
But are they really that tough? Oh, that thing I said last week where I thought if we fought America, we'd have a chance, like it'd be a close fight.
Right.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, well, what makes you say that? What made you change your mind?
Oh, I don't know, Steve. The fact that they did a coordinated military airstrike over Iran and not a single country knew about it.
Okay, that's a fair point.
No. Not a single radar picked up that. Right. Nobody knew it was happening. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
You're telling me you could send those 7 flying Doritos of death over my country? Yep. I could be sitting on the toilet or having breakfast with my family, and we wouldn't even know about it?
Well, when you put it like that,
No.
What?
I don't think you understand.
God, what's wrong?
There is a reason the entire world isn't the United States right now. It's because they're allowing us to exist, Steve.
Oh my God, yeah, that is terrifying.
Do you get that?
So are you saying you wouldn't go to war with them?
We're good.
You're good? What is that supposed to mean?
We're good.
Wait, dude, are you crying right now? Like, are you okay?
I'm not crying.
No, you definitely are.
You will never look back on life and say, I spent too much time with my dog.
Recently, some green apples have decided that they don't like being called green. They say that it's offensive and that they prefer to be called biological apples. But if you call a green apple a biological apple, then you're indirectly saying that red apples are just pretending, like they're not actually apples or weird somehow, and that's simply not true.
If I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it.
Let me get a pack of backwoods and some lottery tickets. Really? Out of lottery tickets? All right.
It angers me when people are like, this woke stuff's gotta go. That's telling me that you don't care about my lived experience. You don't care about the oppression of the LGBTQ community. You don't care about the oppression of the disabled. You don't care about the oppression of immigrants. You don't care about your fellow neighbor. And that is ungodly. That is not Christian.
The most ironic thing is they don't care about it, and they don't care about it while wearing big fat crosses around their necks.
Yes.
I gotta step in here. Sonny, about your lived experience. You're doing better than over 99% of the country. You're not oppressed. And no one is oppressing the disabled. They are oppressed by their disability. And with LGBT, well, taking over every corporation, running the culture with an entire month in your name, and turning every criticism into a hate crime is not exactly oppression. It's called a privilege that others do not have. And with immigrants, I'm an immigrant. I am not oppressed, Sonny. I have the same opportunities as everyone else. And I'm absolutely offended by condescending liberals like you telling me that I am a victim and that I'm oppressed. All of this cuts right into the core of your wokeness, trading righteousness and virtue signaling to look good while shutting down everyone who doesn't bow to your narrative, like calling Christians ungodly for not being woke. By the way, try saying that to Muslims who are not woke either, and you will quickly realize just how kind Christians have been to you.
Damon Inami, if you want to go check him out. Woohoo, we wrecked it. Best part of the show.
Hi, quick question. Where is everyone finding liberal men, specifically someone from Florida? Okay, thank you.
Buying tampons at CVS. You can definitely find them there. On a date with their boyfriend. Trying out for their school's women's sports team because they couldn't make it on the men's. You can definitely find a couple of them there. Women's bathrooms. Have you checked your local women's bathroom? Local library. Cosplaying a woman reading a sexually explicit book to little kids. Have you checked the women's locker room at Planet Fitness? There are most definitely a few there. Their therapist office crying about how they got misgendered today. Walgreens getting their estrogen refilled. Disney. Have you checked Disney? Taking selfies in the bathroom. And lastly, putting bumper stickers of the Iranian flag on their Subarus. I hope this helps.
Shocking news. Los Angeles hit with a wave of looting. At least 5 stores hit with smash and grabs. No arrests, no consequences. Watching my husband finally become a U.S. citizen. You're here legally. Welcome, welcome to America. Just my golden retriever taking a picture with the people I don't know.
The type of men you want to avoid are men who are born on their birthday. Avoid them like the plague because they will ruin it.
Anyway, swap visuals and sex.
Oh, Tony.
One stereotype you hate about black people.
We don't like watermelon, bro. No, the fuck.
You don't like no watermelon?
No, and we all like chicken, bro. I like chicken, but that shit is stereotype. And then we all ghetto. I ain't ghetto.
I don't know about that part.
A Donald Trump fan?
Yes, I am.
Then go fuck yourself.
Ah, yes, the Democrats, the party of love and tolerance.
Excuse me?
Who would you rather have in your country? Number 1 or number 2?
Number 2.
And why number 2?
I don't support racism, and she's got a Make America Great Again hat like Trump.
Okay.
So yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
If you pick Osama bin Laden over a Trump supporter, you deserve that clown hair. I asked AI to show me Harris voters.
I voted for Harris because she supports migration and open borders.
Here they'll come.
I voted for Harris because I pee sitting down.
I voted for Harris because I support equality in sports.
I voted for Harris because she supports small businesses.
I voted for Harris because I wouldn't have to keep the babies my fiance accidentally puts inside of me.
I voted for Harris because I want to use the women's bathroom.
What is wrong with you? Get out of here! I voted for Harris because we needed to defund the police.
We voted for Harris because we wanted this.
Men are disgusting fucking chimps.
Yeah.
We're so gross. Like, we'll avoid any red flag if she's, like, beautiful enough. Like, we're so, like, visual, you know? Like, we'd be like, I know she set her last husband's house on fire. Look at those titties, you know? I got it. Like, a month later, he's in front of his house on fire. Like, fuck, yeah. Should have saw that coming. Women are gross in different ways. They'll be like, well, I know he punches me, but he plays for the Ravens. How else am I going to get a G-Wagon? Sometimes you gotta wear one for this lifestyle. You know, one of my sisters, right? She's 3 years older than me, so she's 45, and she's been married 5 times. I'll make fun of her all the time. We'll be like a Christmas dinner or something. I'll tease her about it, and then she'll be like, "Well, it's better than your lifestyle, Jeff. You gotta settle down eventually." I'm like, "So do you." What are you talking about? I love my sisters so much, but it's like her wedding vows. Her first wedding, I was like crying. I was like a fucking mess. I was wearing like a white tux. All the people there. It was like such a beautiful, like Cinderella-like setting. She's doing her wedding vows. I was like, fuck, I just love her so much, and I love this guy, and I just love it. I love it. I just love them. By her 5th wedding, she's doing the wedding vows. I'm nudging everybody like, she doesn't mean this shit. I'm like eating chips. I'm wearing a Trump tank top. I'm like, let's wrap this up, you know? I got bridesmaids to meet, Your Honor. Let's fucking go. TikTok.
No kings, no ice, no hate. Why are you out here?
I don't want to talk to you.
So you're out here, are you trying to get a message out?
I am. But
So we're trying to get a message out. Why wouldn't you want to get your message out?
because we should be able to choose for ourselves who we talk to.
Oh, I agree, but I don't understand why you protest and not want to talk.
Because I'm uncomfortable. Leave me alone.
Say what?
We just get paid to hold these signs they hand us. We don't actually talk to people. I went a bit faster than I was expecting down this water slide today. Damn! POV, you take your husband to an Usher concert. Damn! Oh, I see these signs everywhere. If you go to Conservative Vibes, you can buy one of our yard signs that says, "We believe all lives matter. Protect our borders. In God we trust. Men are men. Women are women. Abortion is not birth control. Human rights are unalienable. And we judge character, not skin color." It's also available in this red, white, and blue layout. All these signs are made in America. NATO Secretary General calls Trump daddy.
You can't stop them. Let them fight for about 2-3 minutes. Then it's easier to stop them.
And then daddy has to sometimes use strong language to
You have to use strong language. Every once in a while you have to use a certain word.
Mark Rutte, the NATO chief, who is your friend, he called you daddy earlier. Do you regard your NATO allies as kind of children?
No, he likes me. I think he likes me. If he doesn't, I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll hit him hard, okay? He did it very affectionate. Daddy, you're my daddy.
A UCLA student went on a 9-day hunger strike for Palestine, demanding the university stop working with companies that have ties to Israel.
My university uses our tuition money to invest in Israeli companies. Going on hunger strike to urge my university to divest from these companies.
Students are blaming UCLA because Maya was hospitalized for the pain she felt starving herself. This is on you, UCLA.
This is on you, UCLA.
As if the university forced her not to eat. If I were Maya, I would stop paying somewhere between $33,000 to $77,000 that it costs to go to school at a school she clearly hates. And better yet, she should probably sue the school for false advertising, because if you're a 3rd year in school and you still believe propaganda coming from Hamas, you haven't learned an ounce of critical thinking that your school should probably be teaching you.
Beast.
These are CBP numbers, illegal crossings per year. Numbers are down by 95%. What changed?
The face mask told you all you needed to know. Every time Obama violated the Constitution according to Democrat logic.
Today I authorized 2 operations in Iraq. Targeted airstrikes to protect our American personnel. Last night, on my orders, America's armed forces began strikes against ISIL targets in Syria. Today, the American people give thanks for the extraordinary service of our men and women in uniform. Today, I authorize the Armed Forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya. That action has now begun. Make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
This video goes on for like 10 minutes, y'all. Obama was called the deporter-in-chief, the bomber-in-chief. He deported millions of illegal aliens. He dropped tens of thousands of bombs. But when Trump does it, it's unconstitutional. He's an evil dictator.
The Democrats have become the party of the very rich and the very poor. And so their view of the economy is that they need a serf class to service them, to undercut the wages they would have had to pay an American to be their nanny or their landscaper or to clean their house.
You heard it in my last video. All these Democrats are saying, if we deport the illegal aliens, who will pick our fruit, clean our house, landscape our gardens? The left doesn't really regard illegal aliens as entrepreneurs or business owners.
People deported last year got due process. Are you sure about that? Have you actually taken the time to research that? Not only did Biden deport thousands of illegals without due process, he also did this to children. This is from UCLA Law. Damning new report reveals the Biden administration's unlawful treatment of children in immigration courts. Data shows that tens of thousands of children have been ordered deported, most without legal representation or a fair day in court. This just shows how easily manipulated Democrats are by the mainstream news. Of course, we didn't hear any of these sob stories about children being deported without due process during Biden. He was deporting more people per month last year than Trump is right now.
Yep.
The reality is you don't care about due process or deportations if it's your side that's doing it.
Although the reason that Biden was deporting far more illegals per month than Trump is now is because Trump's not even letting them into the country in the first place. All right, thoughts on Trump defunding NPR?
Good thing or bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing. What about you?
I agree.
Why bad thing, you guys?
I think it's just inhumane. Like, honestly, it's just
They're also defunding PBS.
like, I don't know.
The reason I'm asking this, okay? We have all sides right here. They show media bias. NPR, as well, both opinion and online news having left-wing media bias. Why should taxpayer dollars be going to outlets that have a left-wing media bias?
I don't think they should necessarily be funding it or defunding it.
I don't think government should fund any media outlet in the first place.
As I think they just have the right to be there and to have their say.
Maybe you guys are a little bit more left-wing. Your taxpayer dollars are going to an outlet with a right-wing media bias.
Sure.
Would you be okay with that?
I think it's
That blue hair is clouding your mind, I can see. The dye has seeped into your brain.
The students at George Washington University decided that they needed to protest, and what they demanded was that the colonial mascot be taken off of the university. They decided that the colonials actually reminded them too much of colonialism and colonization, and so they demanded that the mascot be changed. Intelligent adults should have set down these moron kids, and they should have said, hey, kids, we were actually the colonies. The colonial army was fighting back against the colonizer. Just because the names sound somewhat familiar, you're actually demanding the change of a name that reflects an army that fought against the colonizers.
Great Britain was one of the biggest colonizers in the world. They just need to learn that song. 50 nifty United States and the 13 original colonies. How I deal with Pride Month. Yep. Go out of your way to avoid it. Giving men one more reason to hate me.
This is peak journalism from the New York Times. Can I wear a sheath dress without looking like a MAGA woman? MAGA women wear sheath dresses because we are more in shape than the left. So if you want to avoid looking like a MAGA in a sheath dress, just be 300 pounds and wear a mask. This is peak.
So I'm generally in opposition to laws that uphold the extermination of minorities. And this
Name one law that exterminates minorities.
HB 1205 is a bite into the pursuit of happiness of trans kids. They move on to bathroom use, public bathrooms. The safety issue here isn't largely that someone's cis daughter is going to lose out to a trans girl in sports. Statistically, the data isn't there, and I have that here.
Tell that to all the championship men in women's sports who are crushing the women's records,
Give it to you so you can check it out. And it isn't that she's going to be ruined for life by seeing a trans girl's penis in the locker room.
What? Oh.
In fact, statistically, that won't be the first penis she sees.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to be ruined by seeing a penis in the locker room. Can you believe this fool just said that? Listen, her coach might as well go in there and whip his dangling out. Why can't the coach go whip his thing out in the locker room and take a shower with the girls? Why can't he pull his penis out and take a shower with the girls? If young women are not affected by penises in the locker room, then why boys and girls can't shower together? But no. I guess falling from the sky is the unicorn trends that the penis is invisible. Somehow when they pull their pants down, they can't see it anymore. These people are nuts.
Food vendor clings to tree trying to avoid ICE agents.
You have to show. This is like the very basic. This is the very basic. If you have an ID and a warrant, of course you can take her. No.
Food vendor working outside of a Home Depot in Ladera Heights on Monday clung to a tree as unidentified agents attempted to detain her.
No. Are you kidding me, old man?
What you're doing is fucking illegal.
What you're doing is kidnapping. What you're doing is
What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the fuck back. Are you kidding me?
Tu nombre y tu cumpleaños.
Súbete.
She's like, I know I'm here illegally. It's my time.
They're kidnapping her.
They're fucking kidnapping her.
I couldn't see. They threw the flashbangs, but it was right here.
LA Times somehow makes this into a story when it's just ICE agents doing their job.
Got to work and haul these logs, then he's got to help too.
You helping? You hauling logs?
What was your favorite video? Drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Conservative Vibes. I'm CV, and I'll see you in the next video.